gauge. Yeah, sure.
Well, that was covered.
So all of this was 50 feet of water?
I don't know if 50 feet is the right, but it was up to the signs. The whole thing was filled, yeah.
Were the signs like buried?
I couldn't get over here.
Well, yeah.
But
wow.
I saw like in pictures.
Good morning, fam. It's a great day. Today is a travel vlog. Hey fam, so here is why I am going to Houston. Obviously many of you know that these tropical storms, these hurricanes have been really crazy the last couple of weeks. Like many of you, when I found out about it, I wanted to do something. I wanted to help. And I personally felt like I wanted to do something beyond, you know, giving some money to an organization. And so Sweet Bear actually got the idea for me to go down there to Houston, since Florida is kind of completely unsafe right now, and to film a poem. And to be honest, I was really nervous about it because, you know, you gotta buy a plane ticket and then you gotta take, you know, 2 full days, and, you know, there's just all these excuses immediately pop into my head. And so I asked Sweet Bear, I said, well, what do you think? Do you think I should do it? And what she said to me was, well, if you don't want to make art about what's going on in the world, then I'm not sure what you're trying to do. Which gives you a little taste of, you know, how amazing my wife is. But she's right. And, you know, I realized that even though I'm only going down there for a day, there are many different forms of relief during the face of a disaster or a tragedy, right? Obviously, we can all help out financially. There's going down there and there's meeting needs by being with people and praying with people, and meeting physical needs like helping rebuild homes and provide new resources and things like that. But then there's also relief in what I hopefully can give in encouragement, in inspiration, in maybe a change in perspective, you know, and that this is how God has, I believe, gifted me. And so this is how I want to serve. This is how I want to provide relief. One of many ways, obviously, that I want to provide relief to those who have been affected by these storms. And so I'm going down there today to film this poem. I'll see you in Houston. I'm in Houston. Kaylee's here.
Hi!
Oh my gosh. We're here, we're excited, we're gonna go get some lunch, and then we're off to film lots of things. So Kaylee lives in Houston, yeah?
Uh-huh.
So tell us, like, what has your experience been like the last couple weeks?
All right. I actually went out to Tomball, which is like a suburb of Houston.
Tomball, yeah.
For, during the hurricane. My mom lives out there, and she was very worried, so she wanted all of her babies under her roof, and she brought a generator, and so she wanted us to be safe. And so during it, our house was not affected. We didn't get water in our house, but we were flooded in, like all the streets around us were all flooded, and so we couldn't get anywhere for 2 days.
Like how high was the water around you guys?
Enough just like that you can drive through it, like your car would be stalled out.
Oh, gotcha.
So we couldn't get anywhere, and then after about 2 days after, we could kind of get out, and the next 2 weeks just kind of felt like I never knew what day it was, and it felt like just so far from normal that we might never get back to normal, because so many people were still being rescued out of high water and were getting evacuated, and the storm was hitting different areas still. And so we were just like out in the neighborhoods trying to help, and out in shelters that were being set up in churches. And my stepdad works at the food bank, and so he was kind of coordinating that, all getting out to distributed to different centers. And it was just kind of nuts to watch it be so destructive for 2 weeks and even continuing now. like this week is the first week I'm feeling like people are kind of getting back to normal and getting back into work. People were out of work for a long time. But it also, you just drive through streets where everybody's belongings are on their front lawn, their carpet and drywall and couches and mattresses, and so it just, like, certain areas won't be back to normal for months, and hearing people's stories is kind of heartbreaking. And so it's definitely given me a better perspective on being empathetic to people's needs, and the awareness of people's needs kind of gives you you can't be apathetic in this moment. You're like, I have to help them because it's right here in my backyard. And we've seen, like, so many mixed emotions for myself, because you've seen, like, the best in people come out, and the best in, like, strangers just going in to help strangers, and people from out of state coming in to help rescue stranded people. And so it's been such a mixed emotions of, like, seeing such total devastation, and then also so grateful for the beautiful things that are coming out of humanity right now, and the way people are just stepping up to the plate. And so it's been crazy.
And you all went out and you did some rescue effort things, yeah?
We did. We went out one night and did some rescue efforts, and we couldn't get anywhere. We have the dog. But then we spent the rest of the week.
Hey, we love dogs on this channel, so.
Listen, if I could just find a man to love me the way Erin and Jon love buckets. Yeah, we went out and tried to help, and then for the rest of the weeks we were in a church that was acting as a temporary shelter, setting up beds and food and supplies. And then we spent a couple of days out in the neighborhood across from my mom's nonprofit. All of their houses took in like 6 feet of water, and so we were helping them kind of just assess their needs, and a lot of their cars were devastated, and so they couldn't get, so many places were like collecting donations, but they couldn't get to them, and so we were just kind of collecting what they needed, and then we were running to donation centers and kind of delivering that to them. We helped one day roof somebody's trailer because they're having to move into a trailer in their driveway while their house is being fixed, but their trailer roof was leaking, and he has a son who is disabled, and so he was really struggling with like trying to watch his son and re-roof his trailer. And so we helped him one day kind of get back in a livable trailer.
So we are, like I said, going to get lunch right now, and we're going to figure out how we're going to film this video without disrupting the wonderful people of Houston.
We love you, Houston.
We do.
Houston's true.
Too bad the Texans can freaking win.
I know. Could you not have pulled that up?
Come on. All right, y'all. Whoa. It's 6 p.m. We just wrapped the video. How'd it go, Kay?
Great. I really got to learn a lot about being the best boy and
The what boy?
The best boy.
The best boy. I thought you said vest boy. I was like, I did not wear a vest. This one.
All departments from hair and makeup to
Kaylee was the entire crew for this one. So very grateful.
When the credits roll,
very
it'll just be me.
Very grateful. So this trip to Houston has been dope.
It's been like very long. How are you feeling? Like a little homesick?
I mean, yeah, I've been here a while.
Are you okay? Do you need to like FaceTime?
I miss buckets.
Yeah.
Hey fam, it's the end of the night. It was a great day. It was a really eye-opening day. I was talking with Sweet Bear and Kaylee after, and I think the thing that stuck out to me the most was how normal everything seems here, except for when you randomly turn down a street and all of a sudden there's just piles and piles of stuff and so much wreckage. And so while everything does kind of seem normal, it's so clear that there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, and there's a lot of people that are still in need of help. I just heard a lot of stories today, whether from Kaylee or from her mom, just about all these people who, you know, lost everything. And some of them had insurance, but some of them didn't. and some of them have money to hire people to help them gut their entire homes, and some of them don't. And so there's a lot of work to be done here and obviously in Florida. And so it was just really eye-opening to be able to see it for myself. And so I'm really glad that I came down. The shoot went well. The poem will come out as soon as I can get it done. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna get some sleep because I gotta hop on another plane tomorrow. That's all we have for you today. I love you all. I'm praying for you all. Keep being awesome.